Hello, hello, hello. Here we go. So, just loading up the sim right now in the background, and hopefully, if I ping this over, you should see it. So hopefully, we should be in the flight deck very soon. I need to turn them off. I forgot I had the labels on. So let's just sort that out first. Don't want that. There we go. Okay, now hopefully my track IR's plate is going to work because it's kind of half broke on me in the background, which was very nice of it. And we're just loading up the remainder of the programs. But I do believe it's going to be a pretty clear flight here. Now you would argue and say I should have got all this loaded up before. And you would be correct. But I didn't. So there. But for now, let's get some power. Wow, these are going slow. Do that. Do it properly. Okay, these will come online. I get some. I'll make it so I can see them. Right. Don't care about his over there. You can sort yourself out. So this looks like a strange stand here at Heathrow. I've just decided to set on. And there we go. EasyJet don't fly out of here, so that as is. Okay. "30 minutes? No. Wrong. Right. Hopefully I can change that as we go through. No way I'm sitting here for 30 minutes. No way, Jose.
Let's start setting up, shall we?
Okay.
Let's start setting up. Howdy, Wardy. Wardy, howdy, howdy, Wardy. So far, buddy, all we've done is basically just power up the aircraft. Fuel pumps are still off. External power's on, batteries are on. The idea is aligning. We turn the crew supply for the oxygen on, nav lights are on, seat belts, no smoking, emergency lights on, and literally just started boarding. Just turned some of the displays so they're higher. Oh. So well. That is where we're at the moment. What I want to do is fuel the aircraft. Need to see how much fuel we need. Now I don't know why, but you'll see for some reason this is always blurry for me until I can move my mouse around. God knows why. But fuel is 11284. So let's go back in the sim, 11284. So let's have a look. I mean, really, I could just go like that and then 11. That'll close enough. That'll do. To be fair, Harry, I saw it. It didn't bother me in the slightest, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's that sorted. We got the fuel on, so we can pumps on. So the pumps are on. We've got 6 minutes. Is that 6 or 5? 6 minutes to align. On there. So that's that. And we're expecting runway 27 right for the departure. Okay, so let's go and set up the FMC. So we're down the the CDU, the Airbus. Down the CDU, first thing we're going to do is init, and then you see program this up, Echo Golf, Lima Lima to Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. You don't have to have it at all, Wardy. You know, it's personal preference, isn't it? I mean, what you're hearing in the background now is quite new. I've not really used it, so let's call it a test flight on that. Okay, so cost index, let's just bring up everything so you can see it. The cost index is 18. Cruising level is 180, which is a bit low, but it's fine. Block is 4.9 tons of fuel. And go to the flight plan. So we're going to do the flight plan, or at least build the plan out. So do this is down here. Is basically we're going to click on Heathrow, down to Airways, and we're going to import our first airway, which is Umlaut. So that's Umlaut. In the 2, so it's from Heathrow direct to Umlaut at the moment. The next is Welling. So it's Umlaut, the T418 to Welling, which he recognises, you'll see it there as well. And then to the Trent VOR. And there's quite a lot of these, so it will be a bit slower. There we go. Trent VOR, so November 5-7, which isn't quite right on there because that's a 2420. We can see it on here in a second. And then to Dane, but we're going to leave that out for the time being because that is the approach. So let's just insert all that. Performance. Well, we're going to have a flaps 1 takeoff. And it's 67 degrees flex temp. Speeds 118, 123, 127. That. Just put the speeds in here. You can't see what I'm doing in the background, I guess. 27. Cool. Okay. So we are expecting the Umlaut 1 Foxtrot departure. So let's take a look at this. So here we've got the Umlaut 1 Foxtrot departure. So the transition altitude is 6,000. So we know 6,000 on the transition. And 1577. Interesting. Oh, it has done it, okay. So departure is, what do we say, 27, right? Marbles, yeah, 27 right. 27 right. One Foxtrot. Insert. Okay. And the Umlaut 1 Foxtrot, well, the speed's 250 knots below flight level 100, which we already know about. And 27 right, Umlaut 1 Fox. So it's from the London VOR to 3 DME, making the right turn to 7 or 4, then 7 DME to Burnham VOR, or Burnham NDB I should say. Then flying 356 degrees to Umlaut. I'm just seeing, so we need to be at Burnham between 3 and 6,000, 4 and 6,000 at 10 DME, and then 6,000 at Umlaut, but since we're not so much online we can fly it out straight away, but 6,000 would be the initial climb. So that's cool. Let's just see where it's got us up to 6,000 there, so that's fine. Works for me. So what we can do as well, actually, we can just check it. So you can check the plan by basically cycling through the plan. So the trend, yeah, that's fine. Okay. That is good. Boarded up. So point, let's
Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
ADAs.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
Set.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Baro ref.
1013 set.
1013 set. Down to the line.
okay. Works for me. Always a lot going on. This is the problem. Half the time.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes, you can start boarding.
Okay.
Technically we already started boarding, but go figure. Okay. So that's good, that's good, that's good. No, that's good. Let's out where the hell I was on the ground. I got a little bit lost when I selected this stand because it doesn't seem quite right. It's fine. Know where I am. Know where I am because right back there it's Cafe Nero. So there you go. Okay. Let's wait.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thanks.
No problem, have a safe flight.
Always a lot going on, Wardy, though. Always. Start the online. Again, it's clear. Is the weather here?
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yep.
Close it.
Thanks, let me know if you need anything.
Lock the door. The flight deck door is locked. And the weather currently is winds 3604 knots, variable between 330 and 40. Super clear, as we can see anyway. Temperature's 8, dew point 6, QNH 1025, and with no significant changes, so it's good for the weather. Okay, it's
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Are you sure about that? Beacon.
yeah, I'm sure because I closed them.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
Everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And you won't leave. I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
Thank you very much, Mon Mogul, for the follow on Twitch. Okay. So, at this point then, we are all closed up, APU is running, beacons on, and we are good to start the push. So we're going to push to
Follow me, everything is alright.
Virus
I'll
comes
be the one
78.
to tuck you in at night. And you won't leave. I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
VirusCom78, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Okay, so let's commence the push.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
You say that, but then this dude's not even connected. Let's check over it all looks fine. No one else pushes back behind me. Any minute now you want to start pushing me? Just see if you connected the toe before we go.
You are cleared behind and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Starting engine 2.
Okay, you should have flipped over to the engine. I'll do it for you because I'm nice like that.
Starting engine 1.
A380.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brake set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the right with the pin.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
See you later. Yeah. They interesting. I made a boo. That won't work. Be a complete boo with that then. Now they're firing them. We'll pretend that little bit never happened. But for the record, that was always turned there. I was in the ignition. Yeah. We're firing up now. The PT will kick in a minute. Sure why the overlay doesn't want to start the streams. Strange. Oh, I know why. Let's play around with that on the fly. Hello, Flight Simmer. How are you? Okay, now we got good starts. Stupid. After start checklist, I guess.
After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Set.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
A little bit eager, but
25% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
VirusCom, it's not that complicated once you know. I just make it look more complicated. As for Flight Simmer, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not that worried about it. We're all here to enjoy yourself, and that's it. Right, let's do the flight control check.
Flight control check.
Full down. Full up. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. full right, neutral.
Cool. It is pretty cool, Virus, you're right. It is pretty cool. And like some which sounds. We've got two things running. So in terms of, I don't know which one you mean in a way. Okay, so we are clear on the left.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Taxi. It's time to work out. We're getting out of this place. People talking, it's FS2 crew. Well, there's two things running. There's the Pack X, or how you pronounce it, PAX, and then FS2 crew. There's two things running at the same time. So this bit, do the brake check.
Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Yeah, so there is there's two things running. That's why. So we see straight out. Lima now. So we're on Lima. We're going to straight out. Lima onto Alpha. That'll take us to the runway. And we'll do the
Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flat setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
V1 118 VR 123 V2 127
V1 118 VR 123 V2 127 ATC.
set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line.
technically that's not true because it is not complete yet. I'm going to complete it now anyway. It says.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff, please.
Okay, Flight Summer, well, I'll talk to you soon. We stream late because that's what we do. Right, we take this section. Departure. Alpha 4, I guess.
Below the line.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Okay. Nothing on the approach. A second, but I can't do two things at once for me. press the brake, the auto brake goes off.
Ready?
Ready.
Take off. Manflex, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue.
Check. Thrust set.
An aircraft coming down the runway the other way.
100 knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Flap 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Eager.
AP1.
Check.
Okay.
After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
Climb out now. Few through. 27 right. We're going to start climbing out towards Manchester. So it's ridiculous to start leveling off now. Still doing that. Stupid. I'm holding 250. That's fine. Okay. Let's climb to 180 now. That's the standard.
Set standard.
Standard. Cross-checked. Passing flight level 0. 5. 5. Now.
Check. Below the line.
Barrow ref.
Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff checklist complete.
Okay, right. Let me just play around with some settings there. No, I see. It seems alright on my end. So I don't know. I mean, it could have been. I was just whispering a little bit while we're getting sorted. But it seems alright on my end. Volume wise. I'm checking the volume levels as well. You see. So. So now basically we are climbing out. We'll take managed climb down. So at this moment in time, we're on standard pressure. I don't know, but I mean, I do have an issue with the mic slightly anyway, so you might know I'm wrong, but volume seems fine. But yeah, we're on standard pressure, and the nose is going to dip down now to accelerate. I see 10,000, actually turn the lights off. I'm going to turn the seatbelt sign off because of fairness. It's a bit clear. Yeah, it might be the light. Play around with it a bit. So we're going down the computer. Flight management computer now is with our speed itself. It's tracking the flight plan and it's planning to flight level 10, which is today's cruise. It's only a short flight, so what we can do is we do that. We can actually start looking at the approach as well. I already know that we're going to be landing 05 left Manchester. The reason why I know this is because they do at my house and the girls tonight. So 2 Alpha. Let's see. Pretty sure it was a 2 Alpha. Yeah, day 2 Alpha. Okay. Day 2 Alpha. Oh, no. Okay, can't do that. It's just inserted. Right, so we're about to hit our cruise level. Now, there's a few things that do my head in with this. That is, you cannot remove this. So the Manchester Tango should not be there. That is the Manchester VOR that is smack bang over the airport. Now, luckily, the way this works is that once you go over Dane, once you pass Dane, you vector on it. So we can just basically pick the vectors up. It's 8,000 that way. So it's fine. No. Now he comes in spamming. See yourself. Okay. So, cruise. So let's just see. Weather. We can set the weather from here. Now I know that it's not fully working. That's fine. There's an update coming very soon for this, where the weather prints off in the printer and all sorts. Not yet, unfortunately. Right, so I'm going to set our, basically when we go on performance, it's setting the performance for which stage of the flight. So right now we're on cruise, and that's marked by the green. Are saying, well, we want to be basically 285, so he's trying to track here 285 knots, 285 knots, so that's basically bang on here. And we want to start setting our descent with 240 knots, and then we want to set our approach information up. And we're going to get this from SimBrief. Again, I don't know why it does this, it's really blurry. You see it by doing this, it's so strange how it does this. But we can see then that it's QNH is 1028. So 1028. Temperature is 9. And the winds are 0508. So basically a nice headwind, really, going in for the approach. So we now have that part set up. We need to see the information on stuck. There we go. want to see the information for our arrival to Manchester. So let's load these up. True Hooping Line, Dubai to, I can't even say it, Khartoum. That seems like a long way. I mean, look, won't be on this flight, this will be this flight we've done, that will be it. And then Connor. Hi Connor, it's nice to meet you too. How do you mean, Roddy, in terms of band resolution? Just see the approach for the Dane to Alpha. So it's got the levels right coming in. Just need to approach this here. So approach 05 left ILS. Yeah, simply the whole thing's blurry. I don't know why it's blurry. There's something not quite right with it. And it's been doing it day dot. It's kind of doing my head in. So SimBrief's fine. It's just Sim Toolkit Pro that's doing it. God knows why. Let's see. Okay, 412, 3000 for the intercept. It's 5,000 transition. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. I do need to look at it properly, to be fair. 3,000 is there, so we know we're intercepting with 3,000, that's cool. As well. 412. Cool. Okay. Cloud ladder building up, has it been setting that up? And then the info acts. I wouldn't say so. Like for this here, I wouldn't say I knew it off by heart. I just know the bits I'm looking at. So, you know, it's 052 is the approach angle. These are all the minimum altitudes around here. So there's your Pennines running here. That's why you've got these minimum altitudes. And then you've got 3,000 is the altitude to interceptor, and then basically follow the ILS down, and then you've got your minimums down here. Again, it's all, if you have just basically just look at it, you know, but the other information you need here, transition altitude is 5,000, the same with Dane to Alpha. So basically as we come up here to Trent and then Dane, and it basically tells you here that you need to be at flight level 80 by Dane. Oh. There's a lot of information, but when you actually stop and look at it, it's not that much information that really need to look at. Now I'm trying to see. I would have thought that it would have given us. Well, it used to have a point of descent. The issue is that is not being shown. It was over Trent. Look at the back of the. Oh, there you are. Okay. So basically, if we go back to the plan, so at the moment we're tracking towards Trent. We are at flight level 180, and the Dane to Alpha says we need to be at flight level 225 nautical miles before Trent. Well, we're at 180, so we're actually below that. So that's not major. So that is fine for us on that front. Because, like I say, there's Trent. We have to be 25 miles, so 25 miles around there. Maybe going up to it between us. So we're below that. So the moment we're alright. But I would say, well, you just look at them. The beats, you kind of, they're not that major. Just should really give him control. Give him the control. Well, I wouldn't thought that.
You have control.
I have control.
Our co-pilot is now looking after the aircraft. I'm trying to see if I can find out where the descent starts from. It's not going to be cloudy on the approach, so I don't know if this is just generating clouds from the front, or there actually is clouds in the area, so... Oh no, it is partly cloudy over East Midlands. There's a few clouds too far late. A lot of times the beauty of an Airbus is it's also going to basically work everything it needs for us out, so we don't have to work anything out. So we have to be at flight level 80 Dane. Right now, it's not working in descent now for us. What I might do is start down now.
I have control.
You have control.
So at least kind of late zero, let's see what it does. Tell you one thing, the weather force is actually saying that there are clouds in Manchester, so we'll see which is right, Rex or not. How old one is without you. So ideally now, because we're on descent, what should happen is the computer should recognise that we need to be at flight level 80 for Dane. So it should then say, okay, we will descend you down to 80 and we level over Dane at 80. There's two ways the computer works in the Airbus. So when you go over it, you've got an up arrow and a down arrow. For example, the altitude. And the down arrow is like optimal descent, just descend. And the descent up is tracking the computer to the level set, so the level's being Dane at 80. I just don't believe that would be flight level 210 here. I mean, that's not right. This waypoint here is not correct. No way. Because if you have to be at 200, level 200 before Trent, why would that be at 218 chance? So See how it handles the descent mode. Airport off to our left-hand side down there. What it is. What airport that is. This also looks a little strange, doesn't it? I'm just trying to work out this here for the approach. I think it must be like that. Okay, so seatbelt signs on. So you'll notice that the aircraft now has slowed us down. It's meant to aim for 240, but because we're descending, it's going to slow us down to at least 250 below flight level 100. Choppy and potentially maybe timing it right. Good. Okay. It's on. Looks like we're going to be hovering at 8,000 for some time here. Didn't quite judge it right, did it? It went down a bit low, a bit too quick. That's fine. Let's travel the next 10 at 8. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? I think we're going to go down this path actually. Super clearness. So, it's now recognised the fact that we've got the right ILS. So you've got the ILS button. Pick that up, 16 miles out. Just go with 16 miles out. Actually on the speed brake. That's 4 to 3,000 because that is our intercept. To show. The transition's 5,000, if you remember that. Down 2,000 feet a minute. I wish it would tell you that here, so that angle backwards, that back.
1028 set.
1028 set. Passing 5,900. Now.
Check.
Okay, it's very eager to get down to 3,000. Very eager. I'll do it. Since you don't want to.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Baro ref.
1028 set.
1028 set. Minimum. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Okay. We'll just try and swing it round. Take a left, back round ourselves from there. Lights are on. Check. So we're at intercept. This is always going to do this. Because he is so eager to get down to the 3,000. I could have just held it off a bit. Should be fine though, we should hold it at this random nose up altitude. Start making that turn.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Armour localizer. Localizer has been picked up. I've got the localizer, we will arm the approach. So, for people that might want to know, is this is where I live. down here. Around this area. So I work around here. Yeah, anyway. I digress. And it's now picked up flyers. So this does not seem quite right though. Alright, that's fine. Actually, no, I tell a lie. That's my work there. That building right there. This is called Northwich. So this is all Northwich here. I live further up here. I work in that building. Although I haven't since March. It's been closed. I've all worked from home. But yeah, that one right there. I grew up. This is where I grew up actually. Ages 6. Anyway.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
So runway into sight. Yeah, it's pretty cool that you can actually see that kind of stuff and recognise it. It's very recognisable. Like I say, the landing in this way tonight as well.
You're down.
2,500.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Got a headwind of 24 knots. Rainbow. Double rainbow.
Flaps full.
Speed checked.
Flaps full.
Cabin crew, be seated for landing.
Yeah, they are good sounds.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Okay. See as well, if we come up to the runway, there's a road that runs directly under both runways called Wilmslow Road. It goes to the posh places. But yeah, I used to work in one, so that's kind of this direction. The road runs right under it. You get a lot of the guys over their Ferraris and stuff that go through the tunnel. So they slow right up. They absolutely cane the pants off it for it.
1,000.
So a lot of times in the middle bit,
Checked.
just over here, the police will sit there and watch them. I think that's where the football was not long ago for City crashed his car through here as well.
Continue.
Continue on. Happy? Okay. So it's pretty much a headwind. Predicted. So Rex Weather Force is actually getting it right. It's fixed, I'd say.
500.
Okay. I'm going to try and manual it. Let's see how we go.
400.
You see the road there, right in between the two runways? And off to the left hand side as well.
200.
Star 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. "70 knots.
On your braking. Gentlemen, welcome to Manchester.
After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Good show.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
It is now. Well, it looks like in real life I might get rained on soon. But anyway. Kind of helped like a taxi light. It's actually pouring like rain now in Manchester. Actually, do you know what? I want to go over there. I don't want to go in there. Need a new, better Manchester. That is not the tower anymore either, because that's the tower in Manchester. Trust me, it doesn't look like that. Okay. So, we are going to cheat the system. Well, not cheat the system. We're going to head over here anyway. Why is that truck like there? I don't even know where to park here. There's trucks around everywhere. Markings need sorting. So, this is a stand. You know that. So we'll have it. There's my stand. I don't know if these will go off or not, but we'll soon see. Alright. The APU did go on for long enough.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
It's not on. It's the on.
Off.
Seat belts.
Okay.
Off.
Exterior lights.
We can go off. Stay on.
Set.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
And there we have it. We are at Manchester. So we're now deboarding. Passengers getting off. That was that. Yeah, the sounds are decent. There's been some new sounds, I think, and there are new sounds as well, already actually. But there's a bit of a hoo-ha behind the sounds at the moment. Yeah, there was some new sounds for the aircraft for the update that the guy had been working hard on, and apparently it caused issues. The Airbus said they had to basically do it last minute, unfortunately, which is a shame. But it is really. Apparently we're deboarding. So you can see they're getting off. Alright, Woody, no worries, mate. Take care. Cheers for watching. And like I say, if you have any other questions then from there, give me a shout, because there's a lot to take in. We can break it down, like I say, from a vaccine point of view as well. We can do that at any point when you're ready. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. You're welcome, buddy. Take care. Who's this dude here? Oh, I get it. Okay. So you can click on them. Like Charlene Daniel. Carolyn Lee. Very thirsty. Oh look, you see the EasyJet flight. You don't get fed. God, you barely can have a week. What a weird name. Jesus Boyd. Jesus. We're never going to crash with Jesus on board. All was safe. Clayton, Virginia Rogers, Alma Lopez is somewhat hungry, thirsty. She's not on the aircraft anymore anyway, she's done one. Marlene, Stanley Woods. I know a Stanley Woods. Gal Ellis. What have they got off? Kent Romero, Pearl Ford, Ricardo O'Brien, Peter Edgar, Maurice Frank, Cecil. I had quite a lot on here. A lot of people wanted to go from London. Cast Gonzalez, Yolanda. But yeah, anyway, they're all off the aircraft. And the flight is complete. So, ladies and gents, that's pretty much it there. We're going to end the stream at that moment in time. Yeah, not a bad flight. Yeah, all in all. So everyone that stayed, watched, and things like that, you know, massive thank you. And, you know, everyone that's followed tonight and things, you know, again, huge thank you for that. It does mean a lot. But as always, stay safe, take care.